Abraham Lincoln was born in a one-room log cabin on February 12, 1809, in rural Kentucky. His parents, Thomas and Nancy, were hardworking farmers with little money. Life on the frontier was harsh, demanding resilience and grit. The Lincolns soon moved to Indiana, clearing forests by hand to build a new home. At age 9, Lincoln lost his mother, a sorrow that shaped his character. Schooling was rare, he had less than a year of formal education, but Lincoln was hungry for knowledge, reading whatever books he could find by firelight. He taught himself grammar, math, and history, laying the foundation for his future. His stepmother Sarah encouraged his love of learning, bringing books into their home. Lincoln's youth was defined by hard labor and self-education. He grew in wisdom as much as in stature, preparing for a future no one could have predicted. The challenges of his early life forged his determination. Every hardship became a lesson, every book a window to a wider world. Lincoln's humble beginnings would become the bedrock of his leadership. From the frontier he carried forward a spirit of perseverance. The seeds of greatness were sown in the soil of adversity. As a young man, Lincoln left farming behind and moved to New Salem, Illinois. He worked as a shopkeeper, postmaster, and surveyor, earning a reputation for honesty. Lincoln entered politics, winning a seat in the Illinois legislature. He studied law on his own, passing the bar exam without formal schooling. Moving to Springfield, he built a law practice, traveling the state as a circuit rider. People called him Honest Abe, trusting his fairness and integrity. Lincoln handled all kinds of cases, learning to argue persuasively and see both sides. His legal career was a training ground for leadership. In Springfield, he married Mary Todd and started a family, facing both joy and loss. But a national crisis loomed: slavery. Lincoln saw it as a profound moral and political evil. His convictions grew stronger, drawing him into the national debate. The prairie lawyer was becoming a statesman. His years in law and politics prepared him for the challenges ahead. Soon, Lincoln would step onto the national stage. Slavery was tearing the nation apart. The North opposed it, the South depended on it. As America expanded west, the question of slavery's future became urgent. Lincoln believed the country couldn't survive half-slave, half-free. In 1858, he debated Stephen Douglas for the Senate, declaring, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." Though he lost the election, Lincoln's powerful arguments made him a national figure. He became a leading voice in the new Republican Party, opposing slavery's expansion. In 1860, Lincoln was elected president as the nation reached a breaking point. Southern states seceded, forming the Confederacy. The United States was now truly divided. Lincoln faced the greatest crisis in American history. His mission preserved the Union. The fate of the nation and its ideals hung in the balance. The Civil War erupted in 1861, a brutal struggle to save the Union. As the war raged, Lincoln's vision deepened. It became a fight for freedom itself. In 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring enslaved people in Confederate states free. This transformed the war, making it a battle for liberation as well as unity. African American soldiers joined the fight, proving their courage and commitment. That November at Gettysburg, Lincoln delivered a brief but immortal address. He spoke of a new birth of freedom and a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Lincoln's steady leadership guided the nation through its darkest hours. He faced defeats and criticism but never lost faith in the Union's cause. He linked victory to the abolition of slavery, giving the war a higher purpose. The struggle was not just for territory but for the soul of the nation. Lincoln's resolve inspired hope and unity. The war's end would bring a freer, stronger America. His vision redefined what it meant to be a nation. The Civil War ended in April 1865. The Union was preserved. Lincoln sought to reunite the country with forgiveness, not vengeance. He called for malice toward none, with charity for all. But just days after victory, Lincoln was assassinated at Ford's Theater. The nation mourned the loss of its leader. Lincoln's legacy endures. He saved the Union and ended slavery. He proved that a nation dedicated to equality could survive its greatest test. His life, from log cabin to White House, remains a symbol of integrity and hope. Lincoln's words and deeds continue to inspire people everywhere. In times of division, his example reminds us of the power of moral leadership. Abraham Lincoln changed the course of history and showed what America could become.